Right, hey guys, remember CCG back in the video. With this video, we're going over some new Speedroid support. So it's been a while since we got in any new support, and the fact that it's Speedroid is very exciting just because this is a deck that I play a lot. And it's very hot in my room, so I'm just going to try to go through this at a decent pace here. But we're going to get started here with Speedroid Clackerno, which is a wind machine, level 2, 200 attack, 1800 defense monster. It's a pendulum monster, as you can see, pendulum scale 8 monster here. So the first effect is that you can banish one Speedroid card from your graveyard and place one Speedroid pendulum monster from your deck in the pendulum zone. Also, you cannot special summon for the rest of the turn except for wind monsters. So banishing a Speedroid card from your grave in order to place a Speedroid pendulum monster from your deck into the pendulum zone could be decent just to help you modulate or put your pendulum skills the way you need it to get some things out. And then here, if this card is on the field destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon one Speedroid Clackerno from your hand, deck, or grave, and if you do, you can treat it as a tuner. So you could use something to pop this card, and then being able to get out another copy of it could be decent, especially because it is a tuner here. And the level 2 tuner is pretty useful. You can get into some decent things. And if you're clearing monster battles while this card is face up in the extra deck, during damage calculation, you can banish this card, and if you do, this monster gains 700 attack. So it's just a little power boost here. So far, this one seems like it's okay, depending on how good the other pendulum monster will be here, but let's just go straight to it. So this is Speedroid Wing Synchron, which is really cool. This looks like it's a crystal wing, or no, it looks like a clear wing here, as like a baby form of it in the form of a pendulum monster. Once returned, you can destroy both this card and one level 2 wind pendulum monster card in your pendulum zone, and if you do, you can special summon one clear wing synchro dragon from your extra deck. This is treated as a synchro summon. Also, for the rest of the turn, cards in your pendulum summoning zone cannot be destroyed by card effects. Also, you cannot special summon monsters except for wind monsters. You can use this card, pop it, and a one level 2 pendulum monster card in your pendulum zone. Obviously, you're going to want to pop the Clackerno here, and because it doesn't affect here, where if it's destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon it, another copy of it. That could be pretty decent. Put it on your scale, use this card, pop it, use this effect like once again. Definitely looks like you have some synergy there, and getting a clear wing synchro dragon is pretty solid. It's not as good as a crystal wing, but it is gonna help you just early on. And cannot be destroyed by card effects. Also, you cannot special summon monsters except for wind, so that's fine. You're gonna be lucky to that anyways. And then if this card is added, so you can only use the monster effect of this card's name once per turn. If this card is added to the extra deck face up, and there are 2 or more different monster types among the wind synchro monsters you control, you can send one Speedroid spell trap from your deck to the grave. So that can be decent if you're going to want to send your Speedroid trap, just so that you can level modulate a bit and also get out a tuner from your grave in the form of the trap monster. So this seems like a decent little addition there that makes it easier to go into your clear wing. And looks like this is the new boss monster for the deck. It looks pretty insane in Yu-Gi-Oh fashion here. This is Crystal Clearwing over Synchro Dragon, which is a Wind Dragon Synchro effect monster, level 12 with 3500 attack. So previously we got in other boss monsters that just didn't do that much work. So it's pretty cool to see them try it again here. Yeah, let's just go here. So this is once per turn when another card or effect is activated, you can negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. And if it was a monster, this card gains attack equal to the monster's original attack. But besides that, it's just one negate. It is going to be able to gain the attack and it has more freedom. So that's nice, I guess, but it's just one negate for level 12 here, and you do need Clearwing Synchro Dragon. Yeah, I mean, it does, you could use it with one tuner as well, one tuner Synchro monster, if you could just change its level, like using the dice. Seems fine, I guess, if you can get it out pretty consistently. If this face-up Synchro Summon card leaves the field by your opponent, you can special summon one Clearwing monster from your extra deck. So it looks like this is an okay one. It depends on how well with the combos we're able to get it out efficiently. And if we can get this out pretty easily, then it can be a pretty solid way of just getting a negate out as quickly as possible, just so that you can protect your board. But it is a level 12 synchro, and it is going to take a while to get to this, just because you still need 2 more tuners and Clearwing Synchro Dragon, or at least a way to level modulate one of your tuner synchros in order to go into this. But otherwise, it seems like a decent option. And then here we have a level 5, a new level 5 one. This is High Speedroid Glider 2, which is the Wind Machine Synchro Tuner Effect Monster, level 5. So it looks like you're going to want to go with, let's see, Clearwing Dragon and this guy here, as it is a tuner, and you can go straight into the new guy. So this is a level 5, 1600 attack, 2200 defense. It requires one Wind Machine tuner and plus one of our non-tuners. If this card is Synchro Summoned, you can target one non-tuner level 7 or Wind Synchro monster in your grave and special summon it. So it looks like, yep, you could just use this. And then if you have a Clearwing Dragon in your grave, you can get it out and then just Synchro Summon into the new Crystal Clearwing over Synchro Dragon. And if your opponent special summons a monster and you control a Clearwing monster, you can banish this card from your grave and increase the level of all face-up monsters your opponent currently controls by 5. So that can make it very difficult for your opponent to do certain combos if they're trying to exceed or if they're trying to synchro summon into something. that can be pretty annoying. I mean, it seems like a good way to just as a form of disruptive, like disrupting your opponent's board. That isn't super annoying, but it's a fun way of just playing with their stuff. And then the last card that we have here is the Speedroid Clearwing Wander, which is a normal trap card. Target cards your opponent controls up to a number of different monster types among the wind synchro monsters you control. So it looks like this card is kind of built around getting as many monster types on the board as you're able to get out, and this usually just benefits from having other cards that are not Speedroid synchro monsters and putting them out on the board. And it looks like this is definitely going to help the deck, or not the trap here specifically, but I was just thinking about Crystal Clearwing over Synchro Dragon, how we lost access to Baron the Floor, which really hurt the deck, just because it was a very efficient level 10 synchro that we can go into that's an omni negate. And this one is just that it's still a lot to go into. It's a lot of work, but being able to have an omni negate for the deck, that's great. That's great. I think I kind of glossed over that because of the monster effect here, but it is an omni negate, which is pretty fun and it seems pretty easy to go into, and that's great. Looks like they're trying to lean away from Baron the Floor and hopefully patch up the holes that it left in other decks. And it's pretty cool that they went straight to solving Speedroids here. But besides that, you're setting up your board with a bunch of monsters that aren't necessarily Speedroid synchro monsters. And then from there, popping a bunch of things. You're going to have dragons, machines, pop a bunch of cards on your opponent's field. That's going to be pretty annoying for them. And then if your opponent special summons a monster, you can banish this card from your grave, then target one wind synchro monster you control, banish it, then return it to the field. You can use this to protect one of your cards, or also use it to protect or to trigger a special summon on the field effect. Don't really see how it'll work with these two here, but you guys can let me know with the other Speedroid monsters what you'd be able to do with just like bouncing or flickering it. I'm guessing there's like a once per turn effect while it's on the board, being able to use something like that. Or an effect that doesn't necessarily, like, it's a once per turn based on the name, and it's just a soft once per turn. I think being able to abuse that effect can be pretty solid with this card. But besides that, it seems like a decent trap for the deck. You just definitely have to know what type of end board you're going to go into and have ways of searching it out. And these guys, the new synchro monsters, seem okay. They seem like a decent addition, especially to just go into this new omni negate, which is always fun to see for a new arc, or for an old archetype here. And it seems like a solid line of support. Doesn't seem crazy powerful, but it seems fun enough to just experiment with and to see what it can do. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.